Now, I know this is not going to be as exciting as what it could be with the normal vlog style races. However, we've managed to obtain the full race footage from the club, and we can show this and how it was and what I thought, all in a commentary over the video. So as I say, it's not going to be the most exciting video you're going to watch from Shawnee RC, but I think it's pretty good. You're going to get a good view on how I personally found this, the steering, the stableness coming up. But first, let's have a quick look over the car, let's have a quick look at the settings, and then we'll get right into the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got such an awesome list of content coming. I'm going to improve as we go on, so please bear with me. But yeah, roll the video. You've got the kit red springs, kit blue springs, all kit hole positions on the shocks, on the arms, front and rear, totally kit, standard waterfall. Everything else, as you can see, even the servo arm, it's the kit plastic arm, bell cranks, everything is all plastic. This is as it comes from the box. I haven't added anything. DJ Concepts do a nice carbon one of those. 71 tooth spare out of the kit, possibly 72, need to double check that. 26 tooth pinion. Again, kit positions, cut the rear wing down to that position, which is kind of like your standard carpet position. Battery all the way forward. Hobby wing ESC. As you can see on the tyres here, as mentioned a couple of times, it's got no insert. It's glued down on the sidewall J Concepts wheels. Obviously the wheels don't come in the kit. Lovely. Kit body shell. As standard as it comes for now. So we're starting in the TQ spot, teal car, yellow wheels, obviously. And we are off and running, and straight away out of the start, the car's just off. Over onto the jump there, round onto the wall ride, scrubbing speed each time on that double there before we're coming back through the kind of S section onto the main straight. This part here I loved with the car. You could land and get straight on power, and the back end just stayed exactly where it needed to be. No need to jump the tabletop. It was not that much slower actually, just by popping on the top, because then you could line up for the next corner. But again, this jump here, the car would just settle and you could get on the power around that corner and it just wouldn't budge. The rear end was just stuck to the track, but with the Cactus Fusion fronts, I had all of the steering I needed to make the corners, especially through the S section. So coming round here, over the jump, on the power, through this S section there, tucked in nicely, loads of steering. Through this S section here again, slightly wide, but awesome. Really impressed with it through there. So every single one of these laps from this point onwards is all a low to mid 15, and my fast lap was a 15.17. So just goes to show the testament in the car as to where it is on that first race. So we're just coming around again, pop over there, on the power, hook it right round, jump onto the tabletop, easy peasy, through this S section, full power off the wall ride, scrub the speed onto the down ramp, super easy. And to be honest, this is how it stayed. This is how it stayed throughout the next 5 minutes. It was just on point every single time. Like I say, the average was a 15.5, fast lap was a 15.17, and it was hooked up. I had all the steering, the car was really stable. I could push the car and it didn't unsettle the car in any way, shape or form. It was, yeah, like nothing I've driven before, to be honest with you, out of the box. Couldn't be more impressed with it, and the laps are just the same, lap after lap. And even towards the kind of midpoint in the race, when Chris started catching me a little bit, normally I'd go into defensive mode, but I thought, no, I can push this car. And then as the race went on, I started gaining the gap and actually leading the race. Chris is super fast, as is everyone else in this final, but was able to not just maintain the position, but grow the position as the race went on. Awesome. This is the point now where Chris started putting the hammer down. So we decided, no, we're not going into defensive mode. Not today. We're going to keep pushing. And from this point onwards, the laps just get faster and faster. So you can see the nice curve that the steering's got. I don't know how much of that was the car and how much of that was the tyres, to be honest with you, because it just all worked as a package. But gluing those sidewalls down, it's not something the other guys did, so I think that may or may not have given me a bit of an advantage here. But I'd definitely give that a go if you haven't already. As you can see, the cars are really starting to warm up now, starting to jump that tabletop just a little bit deeper. Still scrubbing the speed, hitting that down ramp. You can't quite see the speed that we're coming off the wall ride, but it is full power. That was a close call. And then yeah, at this point, kind of drove away with it, pushing the car just because I could. Normally I get a little bit squirrely, a little bit inconsistent throughout this part of the race, but it was just the same lap over and over again. You can just see here again, just going through these S section, there's all the steering. I always find with these indoor carpet tracks, the person with the most steering tends to be the fastest. In my opinion, you can always push the car, but if you've got a car with understeer, you're not going to get the lap time. And with a lap time of 15 seconds, you need the steering. You need to be able to get the car around, and you also need to be able to hit the power as you come out of corners, and certainly as you come through this center section here. You've got to be able to down ramp that and get on the power all the way around, and that's how you make your temps up. You could actually jump this box, but I just found again it was just easier to hop on the top because I didn't need to. The car was good everywhere else, so I didn't mind losing a temp or two by not jumping that. So yeah, couldn't be happier. Can't wait for the next race. This literally just stays the same, so let's stop it there. Let's have a quick round up in the studio, and I'm looking forward to doing the next video. And there we have it. The first and last video you're going to see of the standard car. I'm going to get to editing this video now, and we'll see you in the next one.